In this video, I will show you how to find the derivative using the quotient rule. Let's take this example. Find the derivative of y equals negative 2x squared minus 2 over 4x minus 1. The quotient rule says, since here we have y, it's going to be prime of y, g times f prime minus f times g prime over g squared. This is the quotient rule, and an important note to know is that this part is f and the denominator is considered as g, so it's f divided by g. This is g and this is f. Now let's try to solve it. So it's going to be equals to g. As I told you earlier, this is the term g, so we're just going to substitute this term instead of g. So we're going to open a bracket for x minus 1 and closing the bracket, multiplied by the derivative of f. As you can see here, this is prime, so we need to find the derivative of f. This is f, which is negative 2x squared minus 2, and we need to find the derivative. In order to find that, we're going to multiply this number by the power of x, which is 2. So negative 2 times 2 will give us a product of negative 4x. And then we're going to minus product from the power of x, which is 2 minus 1, which will give us 1, which we don't need to write. And if you see a constant number, this means it's equals to 0. Any constant number will give you a 0. For example, 3 over 4 is equals to 0. Or for example, 6, it's equals to 0. Any constant number is equals to 0. So the derivative of f is negative 4x. Closing the bracket, then minus. Then we need to just simply take this term f and substitute it instead of f. So open a bracket, negative 2x squared minus 2, closing the bracket, times derivative of g. Now we need to find the derivative of g. This is g for x minus 1 equals 4. Here we have a power of 1, so 4 times 1 is 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0, and here we have negative 1, which is equals to 0. As I said earlier, a constant number is equals to 0. So here it's 4 over g squared. So just this term squaring it. So opening bracket for x minus 1 squared equals, and now we just simply need to multiply the given. So 4x times negative 4x would give you a product of negative 16x squared. The reason I added 2 is that when you multiply two x's together, here we have to the power of 1 and to the power of 1, so 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So we're going to add the powers together when we multiply. Now into the second term, negative 1 times negative 4x will give you a product of positive 4x plus 4x. Now here we have negative and negative, which will give you a positive product, and then 2x to the power of 2 multiplying by 4 will give you a product of 8x to the power of 2. The same here as well. Negative 2 times negative will give you a positive product, then 2 times 4 will give you 8 over this term right here, and the denominator is always going to be the same. We're just going to keep it the same constant until we find the answer. So it's unchangeable. 4x minus 1 to the power of 2 equals, since here we have like terms, as you can see here we have x to the power of 2 and x to the power of 2, so we need to add them together. So negative 16x to the power of 2 plus 8x to the power of 2 will give you a product of negative 8x to the power of 2, and then the second term needs to have an x, so the second term will be 4x, not 8. So plus 4x plus 8 over the same 4x minus 1 to the power of 2. And this is our final answer.